How's it going, guys? We're back. We're gonna go and make an attempt to rescue Abel. The mechanic says he's doing the final touches on the fuel rack adjustments and timing and whatnot. So we're headed over there. He's thinking it's gonna be done at the close of business today. So definitely want to pick him up. I miss him very much, and I got a bunch of stuff in store for you guys. We're gonna turn the afterburners on the Abel build and get a bunch of these projects done that have been eating up my mind and my thoughts, and I want to get them done. So we're heading over there right now, and we'll get back on here when we arrive. Well, guys, we're here. We're a little bit early, so we might have to wait a bit, but we made it here. We got a fire truck in there today. So anyhow, Abel can't come home today. He's not running correctly. The transfer pump is not continuously pumping fuel. He's stuck in air somewhere, so eventually he just dies. Might be because the governor I got had been sitting around for quite some time and all the seals were dried out, but we're gonna leave him here for one more day, and the mechanic's gonna look over him tomorrow. Might have to put the old governor back on, and then we'll go from there. Morning, guys. About 5 a.m. Little update on Abel at the shop. Did some research and figured out it could only be a couple things. The fuel lines coming into the transfer pump, before the transfer pump, any of those that are loose can cause the truck to stall out and not run, because air gets in there and then the pocket gets larger and larger, to the point that the transfer pump, the little transfer piston, which is only about an inch big, can't lift fuel out of the tank anymore. So it gives up and can't pull fuel at that point. The other possibility, which is more likely, is the O-rings in the transfer pump were dry rotted or shot, and that's something I didn't check, which was silly of me before I brought the governor in for them to swap them out. But this morning I'm gonna head up there, see if they'll let me in the shop, and I got one of these kits. It's an HNBR O-ring kit. These are the most versatile O-rings I've found for any type of fuel. They're resistant to diesel, E85, all that good stuff. But I'm gonna run up there and try and get those replaced, see if that fixes it. If not, then I'm gonna have Richard swap the old governor back on, but that most likely is what the deal is. But let's get started this morning with some unboxing. This is gonna be my biggest unboxing yet of items. So here we go. All right, let's get started. Got lots of stuff that came in. I won't open this one, but I'll just show you guys this. These are cables that are used for actuating door handles and locks and pins and all that good stuff inside the door. I guess that kind of gives you an idea of what's coming next, so I'll open those. So these took me a while to find. I've been searching for quite a while. Came across them just by pure luck on eBay. These are heavy duty. They're a universal style, but they also match the A1R handles that are on our trucks. This is a kit. Comes with, I can get the darn thing open. Comes with hardware and the handle. And these are, like I said, these are heavy duty. They are chrome, but brake cleaner etches chrome, and Rust-Oleum overpowers everything. So we'll fix that. But you can see they're almost identical to the A1R handles for everything except for the color. And then on the back, they have a universal system. So instead of having just this one, they've got one here, one here, one here. So you can pull from multiple angles when you, and this is the locking mechanism, of course. You can't open the door. But you can pull from multiple angles just to open. So like if you want to mount it vertically, you can mount it that way. You want to mount it this way, you can mount it that way. So they're reversible, obviously, since you got this and this on each side. But that's one of them. This one was, if I remember right, I think this one was 80 bucks or 100 bucks or something like that. But I'm going to make up for it with this next package. You'll see what I mean. This package was about 70 bucks shipped. And I think you'll see what I mean when I say it makes up for the expense of the other handle. Holy crap, this came with way more than I expected. There's stuff in this box that wasn't pictured. Oh wow. Alright. So, I have the same version, but these don't have locks on them. So, for me, these might work better because I don't have to worry about the lock actuator. There's that one, and holy crap, I guess I didn't even need to buy the other one because I've got two of them right here. I guess I have extras now. Door handles everywhere now. Same thing. But this is a pair. It's like a matching pair. Well, if these are different. They're a left and a right. Nope, they're both the same, so. But like I said, they're universal. You can flip them either way. How does that compare to the other one? They're a left and a right here. Oh, they're all the same. So it looks like I got a bunch of extras in this kit. That'll go to good use. And then I got, and there's all kinds of extra ones here. Just a whole thing of door handles, and it was all 70 bucks. So, I suppose if I can't figure out where to use these, I'll do something different. This one has, I think this is the odd one of the group. This one has a gasket on it. And, sweet. That's a really good deal for bunch of door handles like that. Okay, I don't remember what this is. Oh, yes I do. Yes I do. This will be kind of a hint as to what the next packages are. Let me get a new blade in this. Together. So I got a 4.5-inch hole saw, and I'll show you what I'm going to use this for. These kind of go together, so I'm going to open them at the same time. I got a pair of these Grand General, which is a really good quality. I was researching on the internet. 24 LED lights, and they're 3. So it's ground, low, and high. So you can use it for turn signal or however you want to do it. But that's for, I'm going to try to utilize these on the front of the truck. Hoping that'll work. Gotta come up with a mounting system for them. But it's much better than the $150 a piece alternative for the military ones. I don't like that. And then for the rear, I like how the A1R trucks have the tail lights in the actual, oh, what do you call it? On the back of the tailgate. I really like that. So I bought 4 of these. So these are clear and red, and once again they got high, low, and ground. One set will be turn signal and one set will be brake, and then they'll have the parking lights on at the same time. So basically got a whole kit of lighting so I can finish up the LED lights, get that out of the way. Moving up to the bigger boxes. Before I open this, I want to say that not 100% certain this will work, but I'm pretty darn sure because somebody figured out the spline count for our steering columns, and I matched it up to this. So, fingers crossed, we're going to be able to make this work. Oh, this is nice. So this is a nice steering wheel, and what I'm hoping is that our Stewart and Stevenson discs fit in here like that. So this is a nice steering wheel. It's a Dorman replacement for a Freightliner. I'll post links, of course, down in the description. But I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that this will fit on our steering shafts. I tried to match it up as best I could, and this is pretty close to what I think Acela uses for their steering wheels. So. This took me a while to find. I was originally searching for an M1079 ladder because the little ladder that we're using is obviously temporary. It's not very sturdy and it's kind of a headache. So I want to get something different, and I think this is going to work. I think you guys will like this. The sturdiest solution I could find for what we're trying to do. So this seems to be a better alternative for what we're doing when we want to get in and out of the truck. There we go. Okay. The one thing I really like about this ladder is it is basically just a set of stairs. And the fact that it has this little arm on it makes it mountable. I think I could mount this somewhere. And then when this folds flat, without the back of this on here, of course, because the tailgate would kind of sit like right here, and I would mount this to the tailgate somehow, so this would fold flat. But when these fold flat, the actual way that it folds flat is it's only about 3 inches, so it folds flat folds pretty thin, I guess you could say. I guess the next step is to start getting some tools together to get ready to head up to the Hillsboro Diesel Shop and try to get Abel running, and then we'll bring him back here and maybe get started on a couple projects. Or maybe I'll cut the video off and we'll start some projects tomorrow. Just depends on how the day goes. Check it out, guys. We got the turbo mounted, and we're working on putting some different O-rings in some of the fittings. We think that Abel's been sucking air into the transfer pump, which makes him die after he's been idling for a while. So we're working on that. Well, guys, we found the issue. That little piston is seized in the sleeve there for the transfer pump, so we're going to try to pull that out and put a good one in. Alright, guys, yep, that was definitely the problem. We got Abel back up and running, and I drove him around the parking lot a couple times, and it's got some much improved torque. So gonna head home here, and we got a slew of projects to work on with Abel, so we'll get started on some of those. As far as this video goes, it's gone pretty long already. I'm going to go over what services they did out here at Hillsboro Diesel. They're a great bunch of guys, great group of people. They let me pull the truck outside and do some of my own work and didn't bill me for it, which is nice. Most places have this insurance regulation stuff going on, so it's nice to have like a family-friendly place. But let me show you what they did. Alright. They initially quoted me about $2,000, give or take, for getting all the service done, but they found some other things that were wrong and they fixed it along the way. So there's some miscellaneous parts for like gaskets and O-rings and turbo O-rings and all that good stuff. So they did all that. They changed the oil to Rotella 1540 and installed an OEM oil filter. Had them replace the front pinion seal. When they did that, they discovered that one of the U-joints was bad on the front drive shaft, and it was also clocked wrong by about 15 degrees, which was probably causing some vibration when we were driving down the road. One of the caps had a bolt that was seized up and snapped off in it too, so they went ahead and fixed all that stuff. They also put a speedy sleeve on the front yoke to prevent it from leaking, and I provided the seal, so that worked out pretty good. They installed the turbo and replaced the governor, reset all the static fuel to the specs for a 290 horsepower cat, and checked on the valve lash and adjusted that as well. Going on to page 2 here, it's just a bunch of parts. Grand total came to $2174.62. I highly recommend Hillsboro Diesel truck service. The owner is really nice, and Richard's very knowledgeable on the Cat 3116s. So if you got a mechanical cat, and or any cat for that matter, you'd really enjoy the services here. Alright guys, we're gonna head home here. Fingers crossed everything goes well, and we make it home safe and sound. Well, the improvement on the motor is noticeable, but it's not as noticeable as, say, dropping an STI motor into a Baja or something like that. It's not huge, but you do notice it. And of course, there's always the smells of like oil and residual fluids and stuff that they used when they were working on Abel, kind of burning off the manifolds and the turbo and whatnot. But aside from that, I mean, he pulls nice. The motor purrs really smooth. Taking off from stoplights is definitely different. You definitely notice that. And all of the vibration is gone. I used to have vibration from like 53 or 50 all the way up to like 63. All that seems to have dissipated or gone away completely. So I think that U-joint on that drive shaft and the fact that it was blocked incorrectly was a big problem. But we're heading home. I should be home here shortly. Taking a nice curvy road with some hills, so it should be a fun drive. guys, I got my buddy back. We made it home safe. No other problems. Most of the smells kind of subsided as we were coming back home. But other than that, the next videos are going to be a slew of installs, so stay tuned for that. If you guys like this video, give me a thumbs up, hit like, subscribe, and as always, take care. I'll catch you guys next time. See you later. Bye-bye.